life would have no class. Most of us at some point in our lives have sat in the classroom, whether we've experienced that enthusiastic, energetic teacher or we've had that monotone Charlie Brown teacher. We all have some type of experience with teachers. For me, my love for teaching started when I was little. I can remember being young, teaching my younger siblings. I'd actually create worksheets for them. When they got done, I'd check them and grade them. And that's when my love for teaching started. And that love continued into adulthood. I was a trainer at my previous job. And when you teach someone and train them and actually see them put to use what you've learned, it's just such an amazing feeling. So, how does one capture this feeling for life? How do you become a teacher? Well, my goal is to become a high school teacher in Virginia, a high school math teacher. And according to the Virginia Department of Education, there are 3 steps to become a math teacher at the high school level in Virginia. So, the first step would be to complete a bachelor's degree. Now, the bachelor's degree you complete doesn't necessarily have to be in the subject area that you're going to teach, but you do need some type of bachelor's degree. So for me, that's why I'm here at Maryville, to complete a bachelor's degree in mathematics. The second step is to complete 2 tests. So the first test that you have to complete is the Virginia Communication and Literacy Assessment, which is also called the VCLA testing. And that's just a skills assessment. It's just basic skills, reading, writing, things of that nature. The second test is what gets a lot of teachers kind of hung up, which is the praxis test. And for me, I would need to take the math praxis for high school. The code is 5161. But that's the content. So for the math praxis, you cover pretty much all secondary math. So you could be doing algebra, calculus, statistics. You're doing all types of math on this test. So it can be a little difficult, but they do want to ensure that you do know what you're teaching. And as I mentioned previously, you don't necessarily have to have a bachelor's degree in the subject. The praxis is what pretty much shows that you know your content. So I can complete my mathematics degree in Virginia, but I can pass a physical education praxis and I can teach PE. And step 3 is to complete first aid training and other little minor courses. If you need something to teach special education, that's your time there. You have to complete that third step. And then, of course, you'll go through your background check, fingerprint, and things of that nature, and you can apply for your license. So, why would someone become a teacher? For me, it's that intrinsic value, building relationships, knowing that I'm changing a life, the respect and admiration that you receive from the community, from the students, from your peers. It's an amazing feeling. When you see former students, even current students, when they come back and just thank you and they tell you what you've taught them, what you've done, you impact a student every day, whether it's positive or negative. You have some type of impact on their life. And for some students, you never know what they go through at home. You're their person, you're their hope. So it's just this great feeling to know that you touched that child's life. Now, while there are so many positives to teaching, I think one of the biggest downside is the pay. Nobody teaches for the pay. The district that I would hope to teach in, which is Westmoreland County Public Schools, the starting pay is $41,000 a year, which is not a lot. Now that pay does increase yearly based on tenure, and there are other ways you can get an increase in pay. If you get your master's degree, if you have further education, you do make a little more money. A survey that was completed in 2008 by Gonzalez and Jay Slate, they researched what the top reasons were why teachers left the profession, and salary was in the top 3. Now that is one of the downsides to teaching, but a lot of benefits do actually come with teaching. So according to the Westmoreland County Public Schools site, they offer retirement health benefits, and they actually offer some sign-on bonuses for certain positions. And lucky for me, math is one of those areas that they offer sign-on bonuses for. So one of the great things about teaching, one of the benefits, is the schedule. It's pretty much, for my area, it would be a 7:30 to 3:30 job. You're off weekends, and you have summers off. And I know most people look at that as like an amazing schedule. And while that is great, there are some times where you are staying late for faculty meetings. You do need to be involved with the children at the school. So that's going to include, you want to see them there for their sports. If they're on the academic team, any extracurriculars, you do want to show your face for those activities. So it's not always a 7:30 to 3:30. Those are the set hours, but generally you do want to go above and beyond. And for me personally, another benefit of becoming a teacher is because with having children, I'm on the same exact schedule as my children. So it just makes life easier for me. So I hope that this helped you learn more about how someone can become a teacher and the many benefits of teaching. Teachers are our modern day heroes, and these are the reasons why I wanted to become a teacher.